welcome to part 2 of Mr. G Talks Back. I'm your host, Mr. G, and this is the show that answers viewer questions and also will bring you up to date on what's happening in my world, the world of Mr. G. So we're going to start out with a question right away from Matt6069. And Matt6069 writes, do you have a master's degree in science? And what's your favorite soda? Wow, those are two widely separated subjects in the same question, Matt6069. I like this. It makes my brain have to move in two completely different directions. The first thing about the master's degree in science, I do not have any degree in any field of science. So I just enjoy delving into things, not just science, things that pique my interest. I enjoy researching and delving into. So just happens to be that science is one of those things that I enjoy. The soda that I drink the most of is Pepsi One. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite soda. I enjoy bizarre flavored sodas like raspberry soda or cherry soda or kiwi flavored sodas and smaller soda type lines like Jones soda, things like that. I enjoy oddly flavored sodas probably more than anything else, but don't often drink them because they're kind of pricey and they're hard to come by. Thanks for the question, Matt6069. Ashyugi100 as well as Magical2020 both write, how do you come up with your videos? And actually Magical2020 wrote, Greg, I was wondering how you come up with all your videos. Do you know how to do all this cool stuff already? Or do you search the internet? I do not come up with all of these great, bizarre scientific experiments. Again, a lot of what I've been doing on the Do Try This at Home series is based in science. Now, what I might do is take a well-known physics experiment or other science field experiment and bend them a little bit or change them around a little bit, and maybe instead of using a beaker I use a wine bottle or something. But for the most part, if you also want to come up with these types of experiments, go and check out some physics books in the library or on the internet or sites about physics experiments, and you'll see a lot of the stuff that I do right there. Although it may be a little different, I may change things up a little bit or vary it around a little bit. If you're in junior high school, or college, take physics courses, take chemistry courses, and pay attention in class. And if you've got a good teacher, hopefully they'll do hands-on experiments in these classes. That's the best way to learn this stuff. The arm twist thing, I actually saw Penn and Teller do that first years and years ago. Let's go on to something a little bit different now. I'm going to read another question from a viewer, and this one is going to have a little bit more of a lengthy answer, and hopefully it won't disappoint everybody watching today. Mad Mitch 289 writes, Dear Mind Paint, I hope that you don't mind me asking this, but when are you going to come out with Season 3? I assume you mean Season 3 of Do Try This at Home. Plus I was hoping that you can tell me how much dry ice is because I've been hoping to get some and do the bubble thing. Thank you. Well, Mad Mitch 289, dry ice, $1.25 a pound is what I pay for that. $1.25 per pound. Don't know what you'll have to pay, depends on where you live and where you purchase it at. When am I going to come out with Season 3 of Do Try This at Home? Well, everybody, I'm not going to come out with Season 3 of Do Try This at Home. Season 2 will end with Episode 12, which should be within a week or so. And after Season 2 is done, no more Do Try This at Home. Why not? Well, because Do Try This at Home started to pigeonhole Mr. G into a science teacher, science experiment type of video or mindset. And although I will continue to do science experiments and things like that in future videos that I put out, it won't all be that. Because now that you've seen some of my hobbies, I know that a lot of you are writing, Mr. G, make a fishing show. Mr. G, make a cooking show. So I thought to myself, maybe I'll make a show called Mr. G on Hobbies. But then I thought, no, because it'll just have to be about hobbies. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll make a show, Mr. G Cooks. Well, no, then it would just be all cooking. So I've come up with another idea. I'm going to create a show simply named The Mr. G Show. And in The Mr. G Show, I'll have the latitude to do anything I want to do. Science, cooking, whatever. I might interview famous rock musicians. Who knows? We'll see. we'll see if I can dig some up and interview them. We'll see what happens there. With this new show will also come, a lot of people have written this, they've said, we hate your theme song, get a new one. It's stale, it's old. Not everybody hates my opening theme songs. In fact, Unchecked Irony writes about theme songs, by the way. Hello, good work for your videos. I especially like your 30 Seconds with Mr. G song. I couldn't get it out of my head. And he writes, and that's a good thing. Is that your voice with a voice chromatic thingy and a lot of work, or somebody else's? So I'm going to show you that it actually is all my voice. It's all 100% me on these songs, playing, sequencing, sampling, voices, the whole 9 yards. Now I do use some canned loops or samples. I use Acid Pro 6 or 7, I forget the number I'm up to create the music, and then to mix it down and to get final production on it, I use Sony SoundForge. Come on, let me show you. What'll bring a smile when you're feeling down and blue? Something cool to watch when there's not a lot to do. Just click on Mr. G and let the bites begin to flow and bring to you the Mr. G Show. What'll bring a smile when you're feeling down and blues?
What'll bring a smile when you're feeling down and blue? Something cool to watch when there's not a lot to do.
And you know what? What you just saw me recording in there were little snippets and parts of the actual opening theme song to the Mr. G Show, which I've actually recorded 2 of already. And I'm going to ask for your help. I'm going to let you hear both the songs right now. We'll call the first one Mr. G Show number 1 and the second one Mr. G Show number 2. That's pretty original, don't you think? And then I would like you to vote on which one you think should be the theme song to the Mr. G Show, which will be coming out in probably a couple or few weeks.
What'll bring a smile when you're feeling down and blue? Something cool to watch when there's not a lot to do. Just click on Mr. G and let the bites begin to flow and bring to you the Mr. G Show.
To provide guidance to mankind.
The Mr. G Show.
To provide guidance to mankind.
Click and let the bits flow and soon you watch the Mr. G Show.
There's a lot to come with the Mr. G Show in the future, so I hope you enjoy it. All of this brings us to the question of the day here on Mr. G Talks Back. And today's question of the day comes from Pato. I was wondering why you always have dark circles under your eyes. Do you smoke pot? Or are you just really tired all the time? Keep on keeping on, Pato. Mr. G does not smoke pot. He does not endorse the use of any drugs. To get a mind-altered feeling and to make yourself in a completely different mood, try listening to some really kickin' music. Try taking a hike. Try taking a bike ride. There's a lot of ways you can make yourself feel really good inside and out. Don't smoke pot. As far as the dark circles under my eyes, the dark circles under my eyes could be many things. Lack of sleep, not sleeping real soundly. I have a lot going through my mind. Even while I'm sleeping, it seems like sometimes I wake up thinking about things. So it could be that. It could be allergies. I'm told that dark circles like mine can be caused by allergies. Another thing it could be is it could be that when I wake up in the morning, I often take charcoal and rub it under my eyes to sort of give me an effect of dark circles like this. So it might be the charcoal that I've been putting on in the morning. Or it could be hereditary. I don't know. I'm not real sure exactly why I've got these dark circles, Pato, but I kind of like them. I'm kind of indifferent about them, I should say. The dark circle thing kind of gives that mysterious, sleepy-eyed look, you know? Like people are wondering, why does he have dark circles? I like it when people wonder things like why is his hair wet now? Well, I just got out of the shower. It's kind of like slicked back. I hope it's not like falling all over the place. Why in so many videos does he look like he just woke up and his hair's a total wreck? Like he looks like a train wreck. I'm not that big into fashion or hairstyle. No big deal. If I have a bad hair day, it might as well just be every day. If every day's a bad hair day, then no day's a bad hair day, right? Awesome. Well, that wraps it up today. I hope everybody had a good time. I'm Mr. G. I'll see you down the road with the Mr. G Show.